Listen, I have a little job for you.
Nah, bruh.
Interested?
Nah. Not on right now. Nekros makes this relatively AFK farm. AFK farming, AFK farming. And I guess we can level up our torrid, huh? 61 out of 100 enemies. Let's do it. Let's do it to it.
So, Tano, you up for a little job on the side?
I guess while we're doing things that we absolutely kind of hate in the game, we should go check out Venkid Standing and see what it is that we can do, and at least participate in one race. Like, what I find is this, with things that are like pulling teeth, kind of farm, grindy things, it's just better to like put myself in a position to be in the environment for the content and not really like try to get it done. Like, I don't need to get this grinded out. Eventually the competency will build, or people will help me comprehend what it is that I need to do so that I can be more efficient at doing it. As long as I'm kind of in that mode of, yeah, we're gonna do this, I'm trying to figure it out. And players helping players is pretty crucial. Like in the games that I play the most, which is Warframe and Smite at the moment, like players helping players is pretty damn common. Clem, get marked! Sure. Abort, abort, abort. So we prioritize plat here in this trade so we can get a resource booster so we can do trace farm. Right. Clem, you'll have to wait, buddy. Buddy. Boom. What are we trading them? Is this a Vasto? Vasto. Real easy way to move plat is by undercutting the entire community with the price. Big easy. Cancel. Wait a minute. Get rid of this. There we go. And although we typically like to overprice our stuff, by a margin of like 10 to 20 platinum, with the exception being Rivens. Rivens, like, go whale and try to find me. But we don't like to be eager to trade our sets if we can maximize profit from them. Now we are eager because we want that resource booster. We get that resource booster and we can do a trace farm. Trace farm. Okay, but this is also going to help in demos. If we don't have a resource booster active and we go to farm in demos, it doesn't really work out too well. We need about 150, 175 grandmother tokens in order to collect the remaining scenes, so that's going to be a pain. Let's make sure we change this, get rid of one of those Vastos from our list, and post our god rolls. One Vasto down. So we just have one thing for sale. Let's go ahead and take ourselves offline. We don't really want to be selling anything right now anyway. Okay, where were we? Help Clem? Clem must be helped. Yes, let's help Clem. Let's get it out of the way.
The multitude of creatures you have immortalized would cry out in thanks.
So gonna be an awkward day for me because of the fast. Junk food is junk food. Low energy vibes. Definitely gonna hit us at some point during the stream. Long stream. Got about 7 hours left in the stream. And at some point we're gonna need to swap over to lemon water. Because this coffee is just gonna like burn us out a little bit.
This is it. The merchandise acquisition mission. You and Clem cause a ruckus, while my other operatives Just easy on him. Let him know you're here. Clem.
Clem, yes.
They cut off life support. You going to let them intimidate you like that?
So happy to have gotten rid of affinity and numbers, like damage numbers. Really cleans up the game, and the game is kind of like, it's just too much. There's too much going on in the game. I like to keep it clean. But I did enjoy, I did learn to enjoy this because I stream on low bit rate. And streaming on low bit rate makes it so that the whole screen just looks super blurry. If I got a bunch of numbers and I got a bunch of like effects like showing up. Because I stream with low bit rate for the widest reach possible. 6K definitely excludes a great portion of people who watch Twitch. So that's not good. But also I do understand, you know, 6K bitrate looks really nice, but yeah. The people that I care the most about being able to watch also can have internet issues, which I'd much rather accommodate them than have a really, really high quality stream. If you want really high quality, you know, 1440p 60 FPS gameplay with 20k bitrate, go check out my YouTube for sure. Do that. Yeah. Protecting Clem, getting the Clem clones so that when the memes must be memes, we have Clem ready to go. I want one of each minion, and I want to be able to stack. How many of these Spectre minion drops can I put in one mission at one time? That's what I want to know. Really what I want to know. Minions. So I don't know what today is. Let's see. What's today? Tuesday. We have a long way to go before the weekend. And, yeah. Long way to go. I'm trying to think about meal prep. If I cut back on some of the more frivolous spending that I have for, like, treats and such, I should be able to have a similar macro, you know, meal prep like a bodybuilder would. And I'm not a bodybuilder, but I don't want to worry about cooking unless it's for like family or friends and special occasions. I just don't want to have time. I don't want to have time dedicated towards long cooking. So if I'm going to cook, kind of want it to be one day a week, and then just get a bunch of meals prepared in advance so that I don't have to think about like what my food is going to be like. Being a bit overindulgent as I am in food also impacts this, because if I have good food consistently, when I cheat it's not such a big deal. But if I don't have good food handy, it's easy for me to go like and snowball a bunch of junk food, which just makes me feel like crap. Like, I'm still recovering from a couple days ago of eating just pure garbage. Like, absolute garbage. Like, it wasn't even tasty. Like, and then, yeah, I can avoid that, or the majority of those times happening, if I just have my meals prepared and ready to go. Eat to live, not live to eat, I guess. Can we get out into the open? What does that look like? Out into the open. Finally, I'm getting around to developing the Tord Incarnon. I know, like, Incarnons are busted, but this game has felt very easy to me, and I'm quite bitter about Tridolon not being the standard of competency gating for the player base. But you know, what do I know? How do I matter? I don't matter. Obviously, the metrics and like profitability. It doesn't seem to incur any sort of desire to encourage that type of mentality, that grind set, and that vetting in this game's culture. So obviously, I'm an outlier, and it's easy to complain and say, "Give me more hard stuff, make it so that other players can't experience the same kind of power creep that I have." But ultimately, that's not really the culture of Warframe. It doesn't really want to do that. And so I really think very lowly of power creep. I feel like it's completely unnecessary. But that's what this game seems to be about. Like, one of the most encouraging things to a player who likes Warframe, at least I've heard this very consistently, is like, they keep coming back because it has the best power creep in all the games that they play. It just feels like we are a powerful thing in a cool environment doing powerful stuff. Yeah, don't care. Kind of boring. And we'll be seeing a lot more of that once I complete my ambitions and start making content for this game. I'm excited about that. I'm very excited about it, but we still have a long ways to go, and I don't want to talk too much about, the content before we get there. It's not a good habit. It's easy to enjoy the reward before actually getting there, and then not actually getting there. So continue to delay gratification we shall. Grind set we must. And soon enough we'll be crunching numbies again.
You should think about finding a capsule.
The reason why I avoid Incarnon is not just because the power creep is like unnecessary and I kind of just dislike it in general. Like, it just makes the game a lot less fun for me. But also, it doesn't give me MR to have the Incarnon, and I have to do like these little side quests. Like, I have 100 ribbons, and like more than half of them haven't been like unveiled or revealed or whatever it is that the challenge is that has to be done. And it's just because that seems like a big ass waste of time to me. Like, what am I doing? And so all the Incarnons force me to do that repeatedly, and I'm like, what am I doing? I just want L5, like. But Incarnons are really something that we have to get, and I think every week we're gonna have to check circuit and just collect whatever Incarnons exist that we don't have. Because if it has an Incarnon, it's more than likely we're gonna be using it in our endgame. I'm not sure what the tier list of Incarnons are. I'm hearing it's possible that some Incarnons are really just not worth using, and that doesn't make any sense to me. Good or bad, unique is the most important factor for my endgame. Having loadouts that are powerful is not something I will exclude, but it's not going to be really representative of the theory crafting that I'm doing for the endgame. It's very important to have the busted stuff. But after a certain degree of complexity, having busted stuff is not really going to sustain or satisfy, I would suggest, most players that are veterans. We'll see. Right. You're bloody well right. Got a bloody right to say. And whether or not I'm right or wrong, it's going to be an interesting journey to receive tons of flame, but tons of feedback. Because, like it or love it, the underdog's on top, and I'm going to shine, maybe until my heart stops. Y'all envy me. I'm Rap's MVP. And I'm going to stick around, so you should get to know me. We are going to have a lot of fun receiving the criticism, because it's only going to enhance our capacity to enjoy the endgame. Good things, good things, good things. Do the work, make the spreadsheets happen, good things, good things, good things. I absolutely hate spreadsheets, but they are very useful. And, like, overpowered, torrid Incarnon is very much like spreadsheets, because we have the capacity to use spreadsheets and, get any kind of work done with them. But 9 times out of 10 we avoid it like the plague. Why? It's not enjoyable. But some things are just necessary, and the more that the game gets quote-unquote hard, the more we need these busted weapons. But it's just, like, not enjoyable. for the most part, to be power crept in this game. It's frustrating not to be power crept in certain circumstances, but very rare. Very rare. I've been able to get through and coast through most of the Steel Path content in the game as a result of Mage and then subsequently Critnex like sharing their builds with me and helping me power creep Mesa a bit. And that is very, very satisfactory to me. Very, very satisfactory. Min-maxing everything is something I have to do anyway. And the less time I have to spend doing that on my grind towards L5 and capping everything out, the better off I am. My mental stays much better. It's profound, actually. How easy is it to get burnt out when grinding as much as I have been? Super easy. Why don't I get burnt out? Well, I guess you'll have to wait and see.